You gone to death prison.
Hello and welcome back to our LP of Vampyr. And Josh was running up a pretty tough challenge, so I assume you've been spending the week, lifting iron, down in protein shakes, playing montages.
Oh yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
What's your strategy, Josh? Walk me through the strats you'll be employing on this run.
I'm gonna run up to her and hit her with a stick, and then when she tries to spit blood at me, I'm going to leave.
Fucking pogger. Alright.
I mean, it's a strategy.
It's not a top
Thank you
strat.
for your...
It's not the meta right now, but...
Okay, so... Oh, hey.
I've actually, it occurs to me that I'm sure that this has not been used by anybody for any purpose in, a decade. But I've also never heard the term pro strats used in an unironic fashion. I heard it 10 years ago used to mean, a useless waste of time. And it stuck with me, and I've held it very close to my heart ever since.
I probably should have popped a few heals there before I ate her.
Don't forget, we could eat the priest. And we should probably do that if we don't want her to do it.
So, as I understand it, she's busy doing something. Oh, I could probably be attacking her right now. Oh, okay, she's eating him now. So
I didn't notice that the first time through, that she references the fact that we let Crane live.
Oh, our actions do have consequences. Alright, next time we eat the priest.
Well, so the commenters have made a number of allusions to the fact that the way to get the best ending is to not eat anyone.
Not eat anyone? Well, la-di-da.
I'm still amazed we didn't break
and
that
seems
in,
difficult,
the first
so
episode.
it's one of those things. Well, I mean, we've managed to do it so far. It is one of those things that nope. So it's one of those things that we could do because it's something that's difficult to do, and we tend to go for that here on the Boiler Spawns. Whoa! Oop. There's a minor mistake there. That said, if we aren't able to pull this off, then we are in something of a difficult position.
I mean, we could pull it off. It's just a matter of how much do we want to just, let Josh
Well,
play
yeah,
and then
there
skip
is the question of, do we want to sit around and... I should have just... No! Jeez, there's a lot of this shit.
Yeah.
Montage!
What?
This just reminds me of when I was playing Dishonored. I started my first Dishonored 2 run, and I'm like, hey, it lets you play without powers. Is that a good idea for first run? And everyone's like, no. No! No, of course not. No! I'm like, fuck you, I'm doing it anyway.
Whoa, hold up.
And then I never finished Dishonored 2.
Whoa, hey, that's supposed to freeze you. What the... Why are you suddenly immune to that? Maybe this is the time that I get good at parrying. No, this is not the time I get good at parrying. Oh god. Oh, wait. Okay.
What have you done?
Ah!
So, new pro strat.
New pro strat.
Yeah.
All right.
Grind for XP doing random missions, I guess?
As long as it's not eating people, because we've decided that is the one thing we won't do.
But, okay, so does eating the priest here count as eating people?
Rest in peace.
Oh, no, no, no. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Come on. Ah!
Yeah, we're gonna need to
God,
grind
I got
for XP.
killed by, like, accidentally walking into bomb fields there. That's
This
the thing that
lady's
really
like
fucked me up.
six levels higher than us or something, right?
Yeah, so, okay, we got a couple options here. I'd say I did pretty well on that one, and maybe one more try
says
to pull
who?
it off. She was down to, like, a third of health at the end there, and I almost had gotten her so I could bite her again. The animations didn't quite work out for that, but
We
that was
could
definitely
make
better than the
some
last time. So there are a few options we have here. We can go to a hideout and make some syringes, which should be able to help. We can potentially also rest, and I'd say we probably got enough XP to get 2 or 3 levels, depending on... no, we can definitely get 3 levels, I think, because there's maybe even more than that, because there are some ones that we just haven't gotten, like the science ones
Wait a
that
minute.
are like 300.
Wait a minute. So we've got a budget of XP that we just need to take a nap to get, and we haven't done it.
Yeah. Although, actually, now that I think about it, it's not... I don't think just it's a one-to-one power to level up, so maybe not. That said, if we do that, we should probably heal some of these people here in Pembroke, because they're not doing super great right now. So I guess that's the question.
Are you saying that as a doctor we should heal people at the hospital?
Or do we keep banging our head against this? And yes, I'm saying that we should attend to our medical duties, maybe.
Let's attend to our medical duties, because again, that's something we haven't really done so far.
All right. Hang on, Mary. I gotta go take a nap. I got work. Can we like meet again tomorrow night? Is that cool? I'm sure the priest will be fine. It takes a few days to die of dehydration. Whoop. Come back.
As a vampire, we don't really need to nap, though, theoretically.
Like, what are we doing, man?
That's a good point.
No, but we need to do that to skill up.
I understand, like, in the game we need to nap, but, like, you think they could come up with something a little better.
I mean, I get it. Like, lots of RPGs use taking a nap as the, resting, collecting your thoughts, moving your experience forward. Like, Elder Scrolls
Moving
did
to the
this
next
before.
night phase.
Yeah. But, like, Alex brings up a good point. As a vampire, you don't really need to sleep, but also you do sleep through the day. So when vampires go into their coffins, are they just, like, fully awake in their coffins, or do they sleep? And if they sleep during the day, do they get tired? Because the idea of a sleepy vampire at like 5 a.m. amuses me for some reason.
Yeah, you could make certainly just make the assumption that we are sleeping, as I think a lot of vampires ultimately will do. But it also would have been fun if instead of like sleeping, we're just like going through our medical notes or making ships in a bottle or something, and that's just how we chill out and process our levels. Okay, let's be honest. What we're actually doing up there is practicing our kung fu moves so that we can bust out the new ones tomorrow.
I cannot enter.
If someone walks in, like, Jonathan, there's an urgent emergency at the hospital. I'm sorry to wake you, but... And they're just gonna see you, like, throw on the high kicks and just, like, fucking Hadoukening your mirror with blood. You're the best around playing on a phonograph.
These serums definitely seem much more cost effective than the medium ones. All right, so let's take a look here. I don't think we need to worry about the other two districts. They're okay. In fact, there's only one 6-person here that we even know. So just looking at Pembroke, somebody's got a headache. So we got 1 headache, fatigue, unknown, anemia, 2 headache, 2 fatigue, cold, migraine, anemia, 2nd anemia, 3rd headache. So 3 headaches, 2 cold, 2 migraine, something we don't know, and fatigue.
And a
2
large
fatigue.
Diet Coke.
Actually, I think we only have 1 cold. Yeah, okay. So let's see. Treatment for headache. All right, let's do... We need... what was it? 3 headaches? 2 headaches? For cold. 1, 2 fatigue. I wish this interface allowed me to just have these things up, or like the ability to create orders or something. You know, oh, I need, you know, X amount of, yeah, okay, 3 headache. 1 person has a migraine. What's that migraine cure look like? 8 opium. So we need opium for the blood serum. And we also need ergotamine for the blood serum as well. So I think we can afford to make one of these. And let's see. 1 more headache. Let's swing back to Pembroke now. Oh, hello. Normally I wouldn't bother, but XP is cool even if it's a tiny amount.
This one's a tough.
I like how their body just disappears. You know, it's just a little blood splatter of where they used to be.
Damn.
Do you think doctors back then were like, headache, all this trouble just to cure a damn headache? It's not worth it. Just suck it up.
Fuck it. Just
Hang
fucking
on, I
do
gotta
it.
fight through a bunch of vampire hunters first.
Like, listen, buddy, you can just go home and drink some tea, or I can send you to the fucking front lines. I swear to God, I'll certify you 1A right this moment.
Got a little framey there, that was odd. Oh, hey. No.
They fight over which one of them gets to have the gun. Like, alright, stick, machete, stick, and gun.
Maybe they just like sticks. I mean, we like sticks.
They clearly didn't pick the guy who knows how to shoot to have the gun.
This another hideout here?
Also, why don't we get to grab the gun?
We do have guns. We just choose not to use them.
Wait, which guns do we have?
Like
do we have, like, the
Batman.
Winchester or whatever that guy looked like he was
We have a
holding?
shotgun. We have a pistol. We have like 2 pistols, I think.
They did mention that
I can't
Mary is not
believe I'm
resistant to
doing
guns.
this.
Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this, you say in
Oh,
disgust
how
as you cast aside a
sexually
rat that you
watched
drank
vampire
20 feet from a bunch of human beings you devoured and murdered.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Always a pleasure to meet a
With your
colleague.
bare hands
Especially
and
when
black
you're supposedly
magic.
dead. A colleague. Are you a doctor too? Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Jadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Jadana. Pawnbroker and humble
It
guy
really, like,
at this morgue. What do you mean? You used to be a doctor? Was your license
Sorry, I'm
revoked?
trying to pay attention
No,
to this guy's
sir.
introduction since it's
It's
currently
just
this
that
is
I
a
like
brand new
to be
NPC.
precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. but I used to be a real doctor.
So this guy runs a pawn shop.
Oh, so is this guy?
He's
Oh,
fatigue. So let's.
Do you need medical attention? Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company, even if the quiet can be appreciated. Don't take too many risks.
it occurred to me, like, we haven't really done a thing where we've sold a bunch of our stuff and, like, traded that in for new equipment.
Yeah, we could take a look at it.
Reminder of our
That seems like that would be a big part of the game, doesn't it? If that exists.
I mean, it hasn't so far.
That's the thing, though, isn't it?
It's just trinkets and curios, really.
Can you guys think of an example of a game that has had, like, the ability to sell and purchase equipment, and then it just hasn't really been relevant?
This guy has common.
Oh,
ingredients.
I see.
We could sell our Parabellum pistol or a variety of components ourselves. Ooh, junk. So, you recycle this stuff into components, don't you, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, that's largely what you do with.
A lot of this is not all that worth anything anyway. Let's go take a look at what that means when we recycle them. We got a side quest prompt there, too.
Remember when everybody said all that in a bag of chips, like it was like not terrible?
No. No, I don't.
No.
When did that happen?
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can
It was
I
the
be of any help?
'90s, man.
I don't remember
I
shit about the
located the
90s.
shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is
I remember is that the furniture was ugly, and that the fashion
I was afraid of
was
something.
frequently ugly. And that the hairstyles also frequently pretty ugly.
That's quite a
Actually, the
list.
hairstyle's worse than the fashion, I would say.
Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're
You always have to factor in that the hair just probably smelled so bad.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Do you realize you
Why?
can create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance?
I'm
Dr. Reed?
confused. Why does the hair smell bad?
However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to
I
accept
feel like
I
I
mean,
missed something critical about the '90s, and I'm very confused right now.
Experiments.
If you look at, like, 90s hairstyles...
And even
Sorry, go ahead.
Like, have you ever smelled
all I'm asking.
gel or like hair products from like back in the day? Did you ever encounter that?
Okay.
Because like
Do you need my
the
medical
90s hair
attention?
products were something
Would
else.
have been confused if anyone other than you.
That's
had
true.
asked
Everyone
that
had
question.
it gelled up, and it looked ridiculous. Okay, I can see that now.
There is no shame
That was my
What do
brother. He
frosted
had
tips
like
smell
so
like?
much.
after all.
Frosted tips don't smell like anything
Cynical to think that
because it's just dyed hair.
It smells like a cool wintry breeze. It smells like the... No, actually, it smells like a freezer that hasn't been cleaned recently. Just kind of like yucky, stagnant meat juices.
See, I lived in the Midwest in the
Investigate what's
90s,
going
so I
on
just had a
here,
bowl cut.
or...
You still have a bowl cut.
Okay, first of all, no, I don't. Second of all, I don't know, Josh. What do you think we should?
And if they can save people from
I mean,
this
if it gets us
epidemic,
XP...
speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr.
I like how this NPC
I've read
looks.
all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
Is this the guy that screwed up and killed the guy, and we got to worry about his experiments?
I don't know.
Well, he has a doctor in front of his name. This
Experimental
is a video
medication.
game, so statistically, yes.
Look at all that sweet, sweet blood he's worth. He's worth 4,000 XP. That's got to be sister killing blood.
God, that's good blood.
So instead of going for the good ending, we just eat everyone. Actually, our mesmerized level isn't high enough.
down, my boy.